three types of people in this world, right? People who take action, just like those little two mices that you saw. People who adapt to the change when things changes, like Paul, and then people who are like him, who complains when things change and they can't adapt. Okay. So my question to you guys is, which one are you? Right? Are you going to be the one who pioneer things and make things happen when new campaign starts and clients start to change their promotion and pricing, the pandemic, right? Which one are you going to be? Are you going to be the one who sit there and wait until somebody breaks through and then you're next? Or are you going to be the last one where you're just going to just sit on the sidelines and not do anything while things are already happening? Which one are you going to be? Diego, what about you, man? Which one are you going to be?
Man, we gotta take action, man.
Yeah.
Get advice.
That's right. Yes. Steven, which one do you think you are?
I talk some shit in the beginning, but make it happen.
That's right. Feel like you talk it. Yes. What about you, Gio?
Man, the thing about me, Andy, is there's so much kinds of cheese out there, man. I want it all of it. Big mountains full, you know what I mean?
What about you, Isaac?
I'm gonna be honest, like I've recently been kind of adaptation, kind of get used to things, trying to learn from the best, and then utilize it to my own ability. But I want to start becoming that person that takes action and, kind of develop into that person.
Gotcha.
And I plan on doing that by learning from you guys and, basically just inputting it from whatever I learn here.
Very good.
Hey, Andy, can I give a quick shout out? I want to give a quick shout out for Isaac's initiative, man, because, obviously he's not a team leader yet. But he hit me up and he wanted to learn and get put on game by the higher ups, right? So he's like, is it all right if I could join? He's willing to wake up early, sacrifice a little bit more sleep to get more knowledge. So I really like that, so I think he's headed in the right direction. So, good job, Isaac. Let's keep going.
Yeah, on top of that, I believe the back office support and appreciate you as well, Isaac. Yeah, I believe it was Malia that mentioned something, or was it Lupe? I forgot yesterday.
Well, guys, just to summarize everything that I'm talking about here, guys. So our clients are going to change. The product that we're selling is going to change, right? And we have to be willing to adapt. And again, like I started this conversation, most of you guys here are already doing the right things. So keep the metal to the pedal and keep doing what you're doing. But for those of you guys who haven't truly adapted to the situation that we're in, win backs, new products, selling 3 products at the same time, that's the era that we're in. And this is long term, guys. Once you're able to sell anything and any product and get the customer to trust you, well, now you can go out there and just make it happen, whatever product it is. So you guys should be super confident in yourself with this ability, because you can go anywhere and be successful. All right, so I want Ken and Stefan to chime in here, more on the macro of this business, right? Like, Ken, if you can walk us through what really happened last month and what you were going through, some obstacles, some challenges, the psychology. How did you ultimately break through and get us to this level?
Thanks for that, Andy. I mean, for me, it's I look at this business as like life at a fast pace, 2x or 3x what life has to offer, right? What I mean by that is that the experience that you encounter with customers, building teams, dealing with different type of personality, the support that we have, all the trainings we have, it puts you in a position to pretty much expedite your growth, right? Exponentiate your experience with other people's experience and so forth. Why did I start with that? It's when a campaign change and things happen, I look at it just like that. This is something that will always happen. A lot of people are not successful, especially in our business and entrepreneurship, because they just cannot handle change and being flexible or resourceful. right? And I believe obviously you guys shown time and time again how resourceful we can be, you know. So when I see a challenge, it's not like I wasn't, you know, down and out. I mean, it's disheartening to see a team that is like, you know, double the size of the production that's at a certain amount and then cut in half, or some of us even, you know, went back to starting from the beginning. Of course, I mean, we're only humans. Of course, it sucks. You know, you're gonna feel a certain way, right? But I think the most important thing is for me, is I look at it like a game. You know, I look at it like a game of life. So if this is gonna happen, what do I have to do and learn to move forward from that? You know, and for me, I draw a lot of strength in people, you know, in you guys. You know, like I don't, the motivational books, the things I read, the people I follow that's you know, successful. Like I just watched a documentary on Amazon with Elon Musk, and I was like more impressed than ever about this man and his ability to plow through, and his determination, right, and work ethic to break through. So I draw the inspiration off that, but then from the team, when things was getting tough like a month ago, you know, I just simply talk to each and every one of anybody that I can to figure out what is going on, right? And then on top of that, you know, I had to go out there and see it for myself, like where the cheese are moving. You know, what is the direction that we got to do to make sure we're actually able to achieve, you know, at first rep level at $1,000, you guys making about, you know, 12 to 1,500, and partners breaking 3 G's a week. I feel like that is the category in terms of finance that we need to make this business the sexiest business, you know, compared to our competitor. You know, I just like Gio, if I'm going to do something, I will make sure we're doing the best thing, you know, that we are chasing after the best cheese, that our culture is the best. Does that make sense? And it didn't seem like that when they took away our $100 credit and the home accounts was scarce. You know, it's just like the mice. It was just like crumbles of cheese. It's how I look at the retention type of customers when I was out in the field. I was like, what the freak's going on? The cheese is dried up. You know, where else do we go? You know, and then, you know, after a few days, Steven showed me that the cheese is in win-backs. I was like, win-back, really? Is it really that easy? Yeah, so Andy got 2 win-backs. I was like, wait, what the frick is happening here, right? So it's like, has the cheese just moved? You know? And so I have to test that out. We have to see that, and then getting feedback from you guys, having Stefan also point to the direction of, you know, maybe if win-back is the focus, can we somehow find a way to make the payout more frequent? Because then we'll be more motivated, and the guys can see that as immediate, not as something that may not go through type of thing, right? So, you know, I think that meeting that you ran, or that video, was very true to what we have to do to adapt. And I think it's very important for us to get out of the funk instead of feeling sorry for ourselves, instead of me beating myself up until why didn't I think ahead? Why didn't I know this? Why didn't I snap out of it and say, okay, where the frick is the cheese? You know, where's the next step? How do we level up? And right now, you know, it looks like, and I'm confident that we found a way to level up. And to Andy's point, I think it is definitely permanent because we're relying on our skills. The cool thing about the retention is it's going to be a niche. It's our ace pocket, right? That's always going to be something that we have above others, right? But now we're competing at the same level in the sense that we're getting new accounts. That's what the client wants. That's what all these vendors want. We're showing that we can sell multiple products. Yeah, I'm about you guys, but I am so proud of our ability to be resourceful and our ability to sell just about everything that's thrown on the table, right? That shows that we have a great group of people, that we have the right leadership in place that can pivot to where we need to grow, right? So that's my take on that. You know, I guess if I was to extract a few things is, you know, be very resourceful. Like it's very easy to kind of look at what we gotta do, you know, new technology, new apps, this, that, and the other. But I think what I found is that, you know, you see what we have right now and you make it work, right? And you make it work to the best of your ability. And the goal is to make it work better than anybody else. And I know we're doing that every single time we change, right? The next step is just to get more of you guys, you know, let's start building empires and teams and stack up, because we'll need more resources. We need more people that we can help to get us to where we need to be. Does that make sense, guys? right? So that's what I would like to say about that. I mean, Stefan, do you have any insight regarding the message, the meeting here?
I'll be honest, man. Like, I'm just confident in our team. I mean, what we've accomplished and where we've come from, you know, I just know that the people here on this call, you know, core people here, we can freaking do anything. So, I mean, I was never rattled, or I never thought that, you know, oh my gosh, you know, we're in trouble. We've proven time and time again with the people here on this call, you know, that when we shift our focus, whatever we focus on, we freaking make it happen, you know? So it was a simple shift. Now, if we didn't have the people on this call, I would be rattled. You know, I don't have G-Money and Jonathan and Jeremy and Abby and David. Yeah, I'm biting my nails now. But as long as I see these guys on the call, I know that we are gonna break through. You know, Diego, not to miss anyone, Kevin, Ryan, Steven, everyone on this call. So I don't want anyone to think that I'm not calling them out. Travis, Kevin Gates over there. So yeah, I know that we have amazing leaders here. That it's not a campaign dependent. I believe everybody here on this call has the right mindset, you know, and with the right mindset, I mean, we're gonna break through eventually with anything that we focus on. So shout out to the leaders here on the call for, you know, executing and making it happen. And shout out to the leaders on the call, identifying the shift and the change. Huge shout out to, you know, Gio and Steven, who are always the fire, the trailblazers, the one that, you know, raise the standards and show that it can be done. You know, they create the path, and then we're just able to, you know, continue to follow that path. So shout out to those individuals for really stepping up here on these newer campaigns and showing that there's money that can be made. You know, huge shout out to Dre. He's been a huge point, catalyst in helping us break through overall with the win backs, with him running that phase 2. You know, and then Ken Tang, shout out to you, brother, for you know, making the back office, you know, a great resource and making our sales process a lot easier. You know, taking that stress off of the leaders and stuff, so they could just really focus on doing what they do best and not have the stress of the call times being long and, you know, the wait. And then obviously being able to execute, getting these guys, you know, paid on the AT&T weekly. That actually wasn't my idea. It was Gio's idea. I just was like, hey, what can we do to get paid weekly? I'm like, I don't know. Let me ask Ken. Ken, what can we do to get paid weekly? Ken's like, we can make it happen. That was a great idea, Stefan. I'm like, thanks. So that's all I have, Andy. I think we can do anything that we put our minds to with the people here on this call. So if we synergize and we work together and everyone plays their part, we will all win. We'll all win at a high level. So, you know, that's where my confidence comes in. It's from the people here on the call, proving it day in and day out.
Okay, I just want to ask 3 more questions to 3 individuals on what they took away from this call here. So let's start with Edgar. What did you take away? What are some key points?
I took away from this really, it's like, are we gonna be the ones, or are you gonna be the one that's under pressure and then crumble, or are you gonna, you know, maneuver around it? I mean, during the rough times that like last month, everyone around me, you know, I was in Texas and everyone around me was quitting, dropping like flies. I was like, there's no way. I was like, in my head, I'm like, why you guys quitting? It don't make sense. Why? It's because the reason why I love this business and you we've shown it multiple times where we could do anything or sell anything. Say the campaign changes. Shoot, I'm down for anything. Even though pressure is hard, and it was really hard at that time. I didn't see the reason why to leave. There's no point in leaving when you're just gonna quit and then go back to your old lifestyle. It doesn't make sense.
Yeah. Thanks for sharing, Edgar. Where focus goes, energy flows. So if you focus on winning, you'll most likely win. You want to break through, you'll break through. Awesome.